and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. Let's check out the standings in the Western Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. Taking a look at the Clippers, they've had a great season and will look to extend that into the playoffs. And, of course, Golden State, just a couple spots back.
And for the Warriors, they've done a good job staying relevant this season. I mean, I was concerned they'd suffer a drop-off, but give them credit. They've hung in here in this playoff race.
Resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We'll see Powell and Leonard play in the forward spots. Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Warriors. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Jimmy Butler is out there with Moses Moody. And it's Green in at the center, locking down the middle. One thing, Doris, that should attract a lot of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Back to Butler. Green with a screen on Leonard. Inside. And Green slams it in.
I'll tell you, Draymond Green just excellent at setting his teammates up with his screening ability and then roll to the rim with a purpose. Nice.
Now here's Harden. The shot from the low post is good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Butler. James Harden picking up that last basket. Now Butler. Just 5 to shoot. Great that time from Leonard.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Dunn finds Harden. Shoots over Podziemski. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Well, this is where James Harden's three-level scoring comes into play. You want to take away the rim and the three, no problem. He goes right to the mid-range.
Now here's Curry. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Leonard, that's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Pass to Podziemski. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Curry with the 3. Rebound by the Clippers. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's ready to talk things through with the team. What a stretch it's been for these players. They're the NBA's leading scorers over the last 10 games. These are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Fifth is Stephen Curry.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
Doris, recently the Clippers relocated their G League team, bringing basketball back to the city of San Diego.
Kevin, I absolutely love this because San Diego gets its first NBA representation since 1984. And yes, it's great for the city itself, but it's also a smart move by the NBA. You are tapping into an untouched market. Norman Powell with the rise and fire from three-point territory. Pretty delivery.
Harden against Curry. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Green, the screen. Curry passes it to Green. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Green's got his second bucket.
There's a dogged intensity with which Draymond Green plays the game of basketball. He will get to the space he wants and score it.
Now, here's Dunn. Still yet to score. And here's Harden for three. And Moody pulls it down. Warriors trail by 7. To the middle. Here's Curry. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Stephen Curry, a 3-level scorer, gets a chippy right there.
Pass to Powell. Outside Leonard. Zubac, a screen on Butler. To the inside. Zubac, that's good.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Warriors have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Here's Podziemski. Dunn covering. Butler, no good. Clippers leading by 7. Here's Leonard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Doris, with what he's done in the NBA, Kawhi Leonard seems to be a lock for the Hall of Fame.
I agree, Kevin, and the reason is he's got a couple of championships under his belt. More importantly, he's got individual awards, All-NBA, Defensive Player of the Year. And he's been able, in the most leveraged moments of a season, to be the focal point for his team, and that's a big driver of Hall of Fame status.
That free throw, no good. And Doris, what's amazing to me, if you look at Kawhi Leonard's production year to year, there's no drop-off.
There's certainly consistency to what Kawhi Leonard does. When he entered the league, he was a defensive force from the outset. And then he built methodically his offensive game. Free throws, post game, and now range shooting. He is a complete basketball player.
He hits the second from the line. Doris, here we are looking ahead to the postseason. Do you have a favorite right now?
Well, Kevin, like anyone, I definitely have some ideas of who I think could be there and the last one standing. But I'm staying neutral. Number one, it's my job, and predictions only lead to the possibility I'm wrong, and I don't want to do that.
Podziemski with it. Guarded by Powell. Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Powell heading to the hoop. And the dunk by Powell.
How about the strength and explosive nature of Norman Powell? This guy excels at absorbing contact.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Clippers.
So far in this one, guys, it's been the shooting. In particular, from mid-range. That has been huge for them.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. 11-point game. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. So a moment now to see the story for Norman Powell.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. They trail by 11. Back to Podziemski. Pass to Moody. Some nice passing by Golden State. Curry, that's good.
The threes keep coming in the illustrious career of one Mr. Stephen Curry.
And here is Powell. 9 points in the game so far. And the Clippers miss again. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors.
Hey, yo, right here. Watch outside.
Curry against Harden. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Zubac.
Perhaps the last guy in the history of the NBA that you want to put at the free throw line. Stephen Curry will go down as one of the all-time great free throw shooters.
That's good from Stephen Curry.
Boy, when you think about Stephen Curry, his style, his shooting, all the abilities have influenced the way we think about the game of basketball. Incredible.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with head coach Steve Kerr. I asked him how you deal with James Harden tonight, and coach said his focus is not letting Harden get the matchups he wants, not allowing him to get ISOs. Coach said he has to work for it tonight, so they will try to throw some resistance his way, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Clippers leading by 7. Powell, the pass to Jones. Back to Powell. Leonard sets a screen for Powell. 6 to shoot. Great D that time from Green.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Outside Curry. Shoots over Powell. Curry's shot is good. Curry's got 11 points.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Outside Jones. Outside Leonard. Over Moody. Here's Zubac. And good work on the boards. And they pick up the second chance points. And the Clippers lead by 7. Here's Podziemski. Guarded by Powell. To the paint. Here's Green. And Green slams it in.
How easy is it to appreciate the intensity with which Draymond Green plays? Go ahead with power, sir.
Pass to Powell. Now Zubac. Jones looking for an opening. Down low. Here's Powell on the mark with the 15-footer. 11 points in the game.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Now Podziemski. Pass to Green. And Curry has it in the corner. Green with a screen for Curry. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Zubac, the pass to Powell. To the middle. And that one is good from Zubac. 6 points for Ivica Zubac.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Podziemski finds Curry. Green with a screen on Harden. Here's Curry with the 3. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Oh, 6 of 8 from the field, 75%. Just scoring the ball at will.
Here's Leonard, and the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Curry passes to Butler. Back to Curry. Outside Butler. Pass to Curry. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Now, here's Green. Harden missing his last shot. Count that one.
Boy, out in transition, Butler gets his eyes on the rim, and there's no denying him.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. They lead by 4. Pass to Powell. Back to Jones. Wants to get it to Zubac, and does. 5 on the clock. Here's Leonard. The Warriors pull it in, fresh from a win against Portland.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Well, how about the job they got from their bench? That productivity was a major part of the outcome.
Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
There's a relentless effort from Jimmy Butler every night, and he's going to push through the foul and get his shot opportunity.
The first one falls.
What you love about Jimmy Butler is leadership is hard. There's times where you've got to say tough things to your teammates. You need guys like Butler who will do it.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Draymond Green. Gary Payton comes in for Moses Moody. And it's Buddy Hield in for Brandon Podziemski. And so Butler nails both of them.
Simply stated, Jimmy Butler is a winner and a game changer. This guy will compete on both ends of the floor, gives you everything he has.
Now here's Simmons. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And they double up Simmons. Bogdanovich wide open. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. And the Clippers lead by 5.
And this is why Bogdanovich has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
Here's Curry. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really, the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Free throw good by Curry. Kuminga's come in for Butler. Stephen Curry hits them both. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first. And Simmons kicks to Bogdanovich. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Zubac the pass to Simmons. Back to Zubac. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots it up. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
Norman Powell. He's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we'll be back with you shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Now here's Hield. He's coming off a 16-point game against Portland. So for the Clippers right now, Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. Bogdanovich is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Coffey in at the 3. Here's Simmons, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Outside, Bogdanovich. Over Hield. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Hield outside. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Hield's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. LA's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Simmons. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. It's taken away by Payton. All alone. Oh, and the jam by Payton.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And so here are the Clippers. The Warriors making the shot. Here's Bogdanovich. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And the focus Bogdanovich has is tremendous. Able to take on contact and still convert.
Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg, what's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich.
And few guys play their role better than Bogdanovich. And by that, I mean he's often exceeding expectations and giving his squad more than they asked for.
Now here's Hield, and they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
He started the game scorching the Nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
Coffey passes to Jones. Outside, Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point territory. They grab their own miss. Count it. Zubac has got 8 points.
You love to see Zubac get after it on the window. Use that size and strength.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Clippers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Inside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. That's 10 points for Ivica Zubac.
Boy, how about that touch on the roll by Zubac? Nice finish.
Here's Curry with the three. Up again. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. To the paint, here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
What a monstrous performance from Ivica Zubac, putting it together nicely.
Curry looking it over. On the wing, Hield. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Hield's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, "I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun." You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A. Clippers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Dunn against Payton. Dunn passes to Zubac. Here's Coffey. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Lets it go with a three. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Certainly something to keep an eye on. We'll see how the rotations go this time out. Every night it seems to be different. What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Different look here for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Jimmy Butler comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. Moses Moody, he's checked in for Gary Payton. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Buddy Hield. The Clippers also changing it up. Leonard comes in for Amir Coffey. And James Harden subbed in for Bogdanovich. Here's Harden. 23 points for him the last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And if you look at his free throw numbers, you can see what kind of pressure he put on the defense. He was in attack mode all night long.
Now here's Harden. It's a three-point game. Moody with it. Leonard's there.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one misses. And he's good on the second. And so Harden will bring it up for the Clippers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Zubac, a screen on Curry. Up top, Leonard. Here's Zubac. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
If you're going to foul Ivica Zubac, you better really foul him. This guy's got great strength.
And talk about fit doors and guys who play to their strengths. What about Zubac? He does a great job.
He does, Kevin, a 7-footer who wants to play like a 7-footer. He's an outstanding rebounder. He doesn't need the ball offensively. You know he's going to show up and give you great effort every night.
The free throw drops for Zubac.
It's been great watching Ivica Zubac's growth. This guy, his game has evolved and his role is increasing.
Pass to Podziemski. Green with the ball. Curry on the wing. The three. And Jones pulls it down.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
With the step back, Leonard. Rebound by Butler.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Here's Curry. Right wing to the inside. Podziemski finds Butler. Clock at 6. Over Harden. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Up top, Leonard. He's defended by Podziemski. Los Angeles with another miss. Warriors trail by 5. Butler passes to Green. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Well, Draymond Green is a smart, strong guy who is able to finish through contact.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And the Warriors making a change here. Hields checked in. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for the Clippers. Amir Coffey comes in for Jones.
Well, there's a certain hunger to the way Draymond Green approaches an NBA game, and that in and of itself is a skill.
Outside Leonard. Back to Harden. Pass to Coffey. Clippers moving the ball around. Offensive rebound. The second chance effort. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. For Los Angeles, they have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
And the first one drops.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Good on both.
And a great job from the line this quarter. They've gotten their percentage way up there.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And here are the top free throw shooting teams this month. You don't want to put these guys in the line too often. The Clippers in second.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line, converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
Warriors trail by 4. Outside Butler. Butler on the move. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Jimmy Butler slashing through the defense, determined to get to the cup.
Harden outside. Pass to Leonard. Puts up a 3. That one doesn't go.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Back to Podziemski. Down low. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, make no mistake, Draymond Green will bully you on the interior if you allow it. You've got to make sure he doesn't force the issue.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here. First one falls for him.
And they haven't had great success at the line, but Green certainly works on his game from there.
He's off on the second. The Clippers in the lead. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Boy, I tell you love to see Ben Simmons determined to score. Draws the whistle, gets an opportunity for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Eubanks, he's checked in for Amir Coffey.
Boy, Ben Simmons, one of the most highly scrutinized players in the NBA, but I don't think you can doubt any of his defensive abilities. Cross-positional and big-time asset on that end.
Now here's Hield. He has 6. Back to Butler. Pass to Green. Another shot. Podziemski on the wing. Three-pointer. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And he gives up some size on that play, but the defender fails to close the gap.
It's incredible to me how players have become so adept at creating just enough space to get the shot off. Nicely done.
Now here's Simmons. 5 points in the game. Launches it. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Butler. Green with the ball. On the wing, Hield. Guarded by Harden. Hield can't hit. LA's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. Now here's Leonard. He had 28 points in the win against the Kings in Sacramento.
Yeah, don't forget how great he was drawing contact and getting himself to the free throw line. Picked up a ton of easy points there.
Golden State's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Pass to Moody. Here's Hield, guarded by Harden. Hield can't hit. It's a neck-and-neck game in San Francisco. Dunn passes to Leonard. Leonard battling for 2.
The toughness and tenacity very much describe Kawhi Leonard's game.
Here's Podziemski. Pass to Green. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Simmons, a screen on Butler. Inside. Simmons dishes to Harden. Dunn left side. Puts up a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Dunn's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Warriors trail by 4. Green with a screen on Leonard. Oh, no, stopping Butler that time.
This guy making his presence felt. Jimmy Butler, the ultimate competitor.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Simmons. Leonard looking over the floor. Harden sets the pick for Leonard. Over Butler. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Out to the wing. Here's Butler. No good on the last second attempt there. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Clippers ahead. They lead by a bucket. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Here with Ty Lue. Good rhythm for your offense in the first half. What did you like about the start?
Moving the basketball, taking the right shot, making the right play. We make the extra pass, we're a tough team to beat.
And you were sure tough in the first half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up?
Well, I think for the Clippers, last week of the season, they want the playoffs to start, but they still got to take care of business.
Interesting time. You want to avoid injuries, but also not lose your momentum.
All right, guys, let's talk about our game. The LA Clippers are in a close one.
Their bench has been strong. Guys coming in, accepting their roles, playing well in the minutes they're getting.
I'll take your word on this one, Kenny. You're the backup expert.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Curry has been sensational.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. A 2-point game. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Butler out there with Green, and it's Moody in at the 3, the small forward. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Now Powell after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Here's Zubac. And Moody pulls it down. The Warriors shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Back to Green. Outside Butler for the lead. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Butler's got 11 points.
Well, let someone initiate and create for Jimmy. That's catch and shoot opportunity. That's a sweet spot.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star Game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle. Now, here's Butler. Norman Powell unable to get his last shot to go. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the slam by Moody.
Now, Jimmy Butler has turned himself into a guy that can pick apart any defense you send in his direction. If he sees an opening, he will send it on time and on target.
Now, here's Leonard. He's got 7. Kawhi Leonard battles for 2.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Outside Butler. Butler, a screen on Harden. Curry outside. And another 3 for Golden State.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Harden the pass to Zubac. Dunn the bounce pass. Harden. Podziemski grabs the board. Podziemski's got his 4th rebound in this one. And the rejection by Leonard.
And those long arms and huge hands, Leonard has all the tools he needs to erase shots.
Green with a screen on Harden. To the middle. Second chance shot. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Buddy Hield.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Pass to Moody. Podziemski on the wing. Dunn covering. To the paint. Curry kicks to Butler. Shoots over Leonard. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Now, this is his confidence. This is his sweet spot. The mid-range for Jimmy Butler, that's money.
Pass to Zubac. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the 3rd. Here's Dunn. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, you love the physicality from Chris Dunn. He's willing himself to the stripe thanks to the way he goes straight into the defense on that shot.
The Clippers have been good at the free throw line in this one, 7 of 8. And he can't get the first one. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Green with a screen on Dunn. Podziemski with it. 5 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And here's Green outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And as James Harden enters his mid-30s doors, he's still able to put his fingerprints all over a game.
It's so true, Kevin. Rumors of his supposed demise have been greatly exaggerated. This guy's able to create shots for himself and his teammates at an elite level.
Warriors leading by 4. Butler dishes to Green. Let's look at the 2K leaderboard to find out the teams that have led the league in steals the season's second half. The Warriors, number 1. 4th, the Clippers.
You know, as they enter the stretch run of this season, both of these teams have really clamped down defensively, and you see that reflected in their steal totals.
The first free throw is good. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Clippers trail by 5. Harden kicks to Powell. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Leonard. Since the All-Star break, he's been unstoppable. And he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And back to your point, number 2 in steals, he's just a tireless worker. Plays that hard-nosed, on-ball defense. Most guys just can't disengage from it. Podziemski with it. Dunn covering. Pass to Curry. Shoots. And again, no good by Golden State. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. For the tie. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Make no mistake, with that frame and that touch, Zubac's a tough cover in close.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Trayce Jackson-Davis is checked in for the Warriors. Good on the second free throw. Golden State's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. There's a screen and a deep three from Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Dunn right side. Back to Zubac. The three from Harden sinks the three-pointer. Harden's got 9.
Well, this is the basis of James Harden's game, right? That three-point accuracy opens up every other aspect of the floor and his scoring ability.
Now here's Curry. 23 points in the game. Here's Podziemski. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Podziemski's got his second bucket of the game to go. Harden the pass to Dunn. Here's Leonard. Shoots the three. And another three for the Clippers.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Outside Butler. Here's Curry. Here's the three. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Ooh, Kawhi gets it to go.
Fantastic look, but that's a bit redundant for James Harden.
Warriors trail by 4. Now Podziemski. 6 points for him. Got a piece of it. Leonard with the ball. Butler covering. Outside Leonard. Powell with a screen on Butler. Dunn right side. The three. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Well, just nice to see the time spent in the gym by Chris Dunn coming to fruition on that jumper.
Curry passes to Butler. There's the pick. Pass to Moody. To halt the run. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Moody's got 5 points in the quarter.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Leonard. 14 points for him. Leonard draws the double. Second shot opportunity. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Butler's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the inside.
Well, Stephen Curry knows it's his responsibility to create for his teammates, and he does so there on point.
The Clippers have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Harden finds Zubac. Dunn with it. And here is Powell. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. Here's Leonard. Kawhi, confident inside.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Pass to Podziemski. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Los Angeles.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
And the other thing, guys, credit their game plan. They've been getting the looks they want, and they are executing at a high level.
And he knocks down the first one. And some changes here for the Warriors. Gary Payton comes in for Moody. And it's Buddy Hield in for Curry. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Jones is checked in. Podziemski hits them both. Now here's Powell. 14 points for him. And he drives in, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
This guy is electric off the bounce. Norman Powell doing work off the dribble drive. Yeah, I'll take that contact.
The Clippers have had 12 attempts at the line, making 8 so far. And he makes the first.
Well, one thing there's no question about is that Norman Powell is a gifted athlete. Now it's about rounding out that game, particularly his shooting.
Jonathan Kuminga. He's checked in for Golden State. Second free throw, no good.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
Butler against Zubac. And they double up Butler. Back to Podziemski. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Los Angeles leading by 3. Powell dishes to Jones. Back to Powell. Pass to Leonard. Shoots over Podziemski. Leonard, no luck. Golden State's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And here is Los Angeles now. Harden with a screen on heel. Here's Powell. Some solid defense from Butler. The Warriors have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. And Kuminga throws it down. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Harden with it. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Powell. There's 1:40 left to play here in the third, and it goes down 2 points.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Zubac against Butler. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Inside. Powell. That's good. And now it's a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Pass to Kuminga. Outside Butler. True contact. Butler puts it in.
And you know what? He's shaken off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Harden scanning the floor. In the corner, Powell with it. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Powell's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Pass to Butler. And they double up Butler. Back to Podziemski. And he's good on the 3-ball. Podziemski's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Warriors. And it's Harden with the ball for L.A. They lead by 1. In the corner, Powell with it. Shot clock at 6. Fires from the wing. Another one falls for the Clippers.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
Norman Powell. He's been the guy making things happen for the Clippers. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. Right back after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Chris Dunn is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Jones. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Coffey in at the small forward position.
Yeah, you've seen Kawhi evolve as a facilitator over the last several years. Love to see him setting up his teammates.
Payton passes to Looney. On its way from Curry for two. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Pass to Dunn to the middle. It's picked off. Curry is inside. Dunn covering. Got that bucket in no time at all. And that's now 25 points for Stephen Curry. Bogdanovich against Hield. Bogdanovich looking around. And it's Dunn in the corner. Fires the three. And no good that time. Warriors trailed by 3. Hield outside. Looney finds Curry. Six on the shot clock. Lets it go. Again, Curry missing.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Coffey passes to Dunn. Los Angeles with another miss. The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Payton dishes to Curry. Pass to Hield to tie it up. And they'll get another chance. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
First free throw is good. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
The Warriors trail. Payton outside. Down against Curry. To take the lead. Everything's within Curry's range.
And he's on his way to putting up a big 3-point total.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Jones with the screen on Curry. Pass to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. A 3 from Bogdanovich. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Hield from outside. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Boy, not on the same page there, and in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Podziemski, he's checked in for Hield. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Powell, he's checked in for Amir Coffey. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. That's tipped and stolen by Dunn. The Clippers again turning it over. The Warriors leading. Curry with the bounce pass. Podziemski on the wing. He's covered by Bogdanović. Here's Curry with the three. Oh, Curry so accurate from three-point range.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Outside Leonard. Dunn sets a screen for Leonard. Down low, trying to get something going. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got 4 rebounds in this game. Curry kicks it to Looney. Pass to Kuminga. Outside Curry. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Top of the key, Dunn. A three from Bogdanović. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got his 5th assist in this one. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Golden State Warriors. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Curry getting it done inside.
One of the most special players offensively in the history of the game, Stephen Curry, cooking right now.
Now, here's Bogdanović. He's defended by Podziemski. Here's Jones, and Jones with the stuff.
It's been like this all night for both teams, the offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
There's the screen. Here's Curry with the three. Good on the triple. Curry's got 16 points here in the second half.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Dunn passes to Powell. To the inside, Leonard. Kawhi puts it down hard.
Kawhi Leonard reminding folks he's still got a vertical. Look out.
Pass to Kuminga. Here's Podziemski. He's covered by Bogdanović. Payton with the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Powell with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles to tie it up. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
What you love about Norman Powell historically is he knows his role is professional scorer.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He knows every possession is critical now. Some changes for Golden State. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Looney. Butler comes in for Kuminga. Moody's subbed in for Gary Payton. The Clippers also making some changes. Zubac is checked in for Bogdanović. And it's James Harden in for Dunn. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He knows they struggled at the free throw line, but he actually looked at the positive. He said, if we continue to get to the foul line, good things are going to happen, but we have to keep getting there. Maybe that'll take the heat off him a little.
All right, David, thanks. That one drops. He ties it up. The Warriors have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Pass to Butler. And they double up Butler. Green inside the three-point line. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Harden finds Jones, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Clippers making a change here. Dunn's checked in. Golden State's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Green with a screen on Harden. Curry outside. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 11 rebounds in the game. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Here's Leonard. 6 to shoot. Dunn outside. A miss that time. Would have put him up. The Warriors shooting at 42% in this final quarter. Here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Here's Zubac. Crafty move. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Warriors have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Outside Curry. Pass to Green. Now Podziemski. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Powell kicks to Harden. Now here's Zubac. Outside Leonard. The Warriors pull it in. Moody's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Curry. Butler on the wing. And they double up Butler. From deep, Green. He can't get that one. Clippers trail by 5. Leonard on the wing. Defended by Butler. Leonard kicks to Powell. Harden draws the double. And the dunk by Zubac.
Wow, they needed a bucket, and Zubac answers the call big time.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Warriors leading by 3. Pass to Podziemski. Stolen by Harden. And here we go. And he finishes the break with a lay-in.
Well, this team leans heavily on James Harden when the game is hanging in the balance. Mr. Harden with a big shot.
Outside Butler. Shot clock at 6. Green with a screen for Butler. Shoots over Zubats. Shot's good by Butler. And the Warriors lead by 3.
We know this about Jimmy Butler. The guy has no fear. He delivers when his team needs it.
Leonard draws the double. And that one is off. Some solid defense from Butler. Golden State's gone over and over to the three-point shot in the fourth quarter. 4 of 9. Clippers trailed by 3. To the middle. A steal. To the paint. Here's Green. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Well, whether it's a defensive adjustment or he's gone just a bit cold, that efficiency has really fallen off this quarter.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Harden against Curry. Over Harden. Off the left rim and out.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Leonard, no luck. Warriors leading by 3. Inside. Now Butler. Big D that time from Leonard. Dunn right side. Money! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment. Nobody you want taking that shot more than Steph Curry. What a pressure player.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Dunn, wide open, he fires, and they're unable to get the tying basket there. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Curry is inside, guarded by Harden. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Powell for three. Can't get the three to fall. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Six seconds left to play in the final quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much, Stephen. How special is it to share your success with your family?
That's what it's all about, man. I know you know when your kids get to enjoy the game and the show, and it's fun. So I'm glad I did something good for them in the fourth quarter.
They'll remember all of it, I'm sure, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now, our player of the game, Stephen Curry.